Hi guys, I'm Dani, and today we are going to talk about Unreal Engine. In fact, this is the first part of our series for creating a third person Unreal Engine game. So, let's just start with downloading Unreal Engine. Well, it's quite simple actually. You just go to unrealengine.com and hit the download button. Probably you need to have an account, so yeah, you should sign up and sign in and all of those nonsense. Then you need to download Epic Games. Obviously, it's the launcher for the Epic Games and Unreal Engine. After installing Epic Games, you could see that on the Unreal Engine tab, we have a different version of engine itself. The LTS, the latest production ready version for Unreal Engine at the moment is 5.3.2, but I'm using 5.4. It's a preview, so there are going to be some bugs, I guess, but that is part of the journey. So you could choose whatever version you want until it's above 5.0. It's going to be fine for our tutorial, but I'm going to use 5.4. So let's start. For this tutorial and for this entire series, I'm going to use third person template and we are going to use Blueprint because C++ is not well documented in Unreal Engine website. So the target platform could be mobile or desktop, but focus right now is on desktop. Now, the quality preset. I'm going to use a maximum and well, we don't need a starter content. The starter content really doesn't have anything useful for our game. No, ray tracing. On the other hand, ray tracing could be actually quite good, so I would suggest that. But regardless, you could have any combination of this option, it would be fine. Let's create our game. I actually create a project before, so yeah. Anyway, this is going to be our default project or default template, the third person template. When you press start, everything is going to be ready. Well, we have a character in here, we have some animation in it, and the basic Unreal Engine and stuff. What I want to do right now is to delete some stuff. Text in here is useless, and the entire level it's good for prototyping, but since I want to curate a third-person game, well, I just want to start with creating a train. That would be exciting, isn't it? Okay, so I just want to delete the light itself. Okay, so basically this is going to be an empty project, but we have a player start. Yeah, if you deleted player start, you could just add this quick add button and search for player start. Then you could get this object. This object could spawn the player character on the world. So if you don't have it, the player would be spawned wherever your camera is. When you are facing a blank project like this, first thing you need to do is create some lighting. So you basically need to go to the tools tab. It wasn't in tools. So yeah, environment light mixer. I choose normal. I create a light sky, create atmospheric light, sky atmosphere, volumetric cloud, and height bar. We are going to use default values for now, but later on we would have a conversation about how these things would affect our game. Well, so now we know how to spawn our character. Yay! We know how to create a environment in the sky, some lighting, and now the only thing we need is a place to work on. On the selection mode, we need to select landscape. Now, we could create our landscape in here. It's a quiet big landscape. We could reduce resolution 64 by 64. And now we have our ugly train. There are different ways for us to create our train. We could use a landmass plugin. It is definitely cool, but at the moment, I just want to create some basic sculpting. So we could have different brush types, and we could use pattern and alpha brushes or things like that. They are great for adding details. Well, we are at the moment using a circular brush. Yeah, you could easily create mountains and things like that. If you choose an alpha in here, an alpha map, you could add some noise and then you could sculpt with noise. This could give you a more realistic result. So if now I go to selection tab and I look for my player start, see it's here. So if I just drag it up until the bat size icon is gone, okay, now you could see that we have, yeah, almost acceptable training here. Of course, you should pay attention when you are using a low resolution map. These things could be quite awful. Yeah, it's spiking here. Anyway, well, we just pretend that is an acceptable train for a game. Now, the important thing for us is to use Nanite right now. So, what is Nanite? Basically, 3D objects use meshes. So, what is a mesh? Basically, when you connect some points together, you create a mesh. These points are called vertices. And the concept of mesh could be used in different kind of engineering solutions. And well, obviously one of them is computer graphics. But the problem is you can't load an entire mesh when you want to create a landscape. That would be too heavy. So we have something called LOD, level of details. You could see an example of it in here. Basically, in game design, when you are facing something that is near you, you need lots of detail. And the object is far away, the details should be reduced. And we manage that with LOD, with having different type of that object or different version of that object with different level of details. Whenever they are far from our camera, the details would be reduced and the object would be replaced with the object that have less details on it. Now, in Unreal Engine 5, that is sort of solved. We could just create Nanite. Yeah, you could see that we have different amount of triangles. These triangles are going to create our meshes. Basically, Unreal Engine could do it by itself, create different level of details. When you're facing something that is near you, the amount of triangles that create that shape would be, well, there would be lots of triangles, and when you go far away, the triangles are going to be bigger, so the number of the triangles that need to be rendered is going to be reduced. Nanite do the LOD things smartly and way faster. So we need that. Okay, in order to use it on landscape, we need to choose our landscape here, and then we need to go to details tab. If you search for Nanite on all, you could enable Nanite. Now you need to press build data. Okay, so Nanite is ready. You could actually see it. The only thing you need to do here is to choose Nanite and overview. Now, you could see the triangles in here, and well, that's great. Okay, guys, I think it would be enough for now for our first session, our first video. I would really appreciate if you could send me some likes, some comments, and perhaps a subscribe. Yeah, that would be amazing. So, see you guys soon.